Mister. Shall I call you Mister or Pep? I can't call you Pep.
Yeah.
It's too difficult for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be.
I'm not your mister anymore. So.
Yeah, but once you've been my Mister, you're always gonna be my Mister. So I wanted to ask you a question that's pretty simple for me.
Yeah.
What is the hardest thing that you have to encounter since you've been in this league? What's the hardest thing in this league?
But to adapt the specific quality of this league, yeah. So I try to play in one way on my career, and here in terms, for example, high pressing, when the opponent has the ball, I go to pick you up, but it's not allowed because it's not allowed. So many times the ball is more in the air than in the grass, and I have to adapt that.
One of the things that I always used to say, talking about our time and what I see from you, it is the first time that I see one of your team conceding that amount of goals.
That's true.
And people always talk about, you know, how entertaining your teams are, what you give to football and how you see the game and how clever you are, and that's true. But I know also how important it is also for you not to concede. And people don't give you a lot of credit for that. So I want to know how you're coping with that, because I know that must hurt you as much as when your team is not playing well and not scoring goals, because I know you always want the perfect game.
Yeah, I thought about that in the last period. That's true. It's always concede. Always, we were the best in that terms, and now we are conceding a lot of goals. So because I think the football here is more unpredictable. So because there's more time there and here, and like it's here, the ball is not controlled. Always I try to control the game and through the balls, through the away from your goal, and here it's more difficult to control that because you cannot do that in terms of our high pressing. The ball.
Obviously the rotation, because sometimes you play a back three, sometimes you play a back four, sometimes the personal of the back three changes, sometimes the personal of the back four changes, sometimes you play a box inside, sometimes you play iron wide, sometimes, and I know obviously what you want, what you're trying to do. But do you do it to try to find out the right balance for the team, which is scoring and not conceding? Or do you do it, like I know yourself, because you're trying to create and do something because of the opposition on the day?
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe you are right. Maybe it was my mistake to change too much, to give him...
I'm not saying it was,
no,
I'm just
no.
saying,
Yeah,
is it because... Do you do it because you're playing against a team? Because I know you used to give us a lot of different ways of playing. It depended on the team, or because you're trying to find the right balance.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But when you make this kind of actions or the kinds of little changes to make the right balance, it's always that you change is to try to defend better, to attack better. So that is the way. But when sometimes we defend with three or we play with three, it's because I think we are going to play better. And we're going to dominate. And when that's happened, when you made that change, we were lucky.
We struggled at the beginning to understand what you wanted. And I can see a bit that with that team sometimes. And I know sometimes you were getting up on the bench and trying to tell me some stuff, and I was like, because the way you are, you see everything. And sometimes it can be a problem because you see everything. So sometimes some players, do you think is it because sometimes they don't maybe understand your message, as if right now that they need to, them and you having the same kind of level of understanding each other, or is it simply also down to quality?
No. When they don't get the message or they understand the mission, it's your problem.
Okay.
It's your problem. It's the coach problem. So what all the managers in the world, it doesn't matter how good you are if your players don't understand what they're looking for, or your players don't understand what do you want. So no sense. So that is ridiculous.